Saturday. This is Kim Stanwood, Terranova here at Rythmia Life Advancement Center. Loving every day here and hoping you get here with us soon. Today I have two guests that I'm very, very, very excited to introduce you to. This is Remy and Scott from Wales, and they have been here this entire week and have had quite a transformative week, which I will let them tell you about. So thank you for joining us today. Hi, you two.
Hey.
So happy you said yes.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so glad. So how are you doing today?
Feel very, very calm and very peaceful.
Yeah,
which is
relaxed.
Which is surprising after, so little sleep this week. But I feel the most rejuvenated I've felt in quite some time.
I'm very present.
And how do you feel like the difference is from when you got here to now and how you feel?
Well, we were kind of running on a pure excitement because we actually got engaged right before coming to Rythmia.
Congratulations.
So
we were quite happy coming in, but
yeah.
I'm filled with nerves for the coming days.
Just you don't know what to expect.
Right.
There's you can do so much research, listen to so many podcasts, but until you're here and you have your own experience, it's vastly different to everyone else's. Everyone has their own completely individual experience here.
So what got you here? What was that call to get you here to have that experience that you didn't even know what it was really going to be?
Well, Scott got me here.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you said yes.
Yes.
On a number of levels.
On all levels.
Yeah. So basically, I had a call in for the last few years. And I think in 2020 when COVID hit, and it's been a tough time for everyone. I think, the weight of the world and everything going on, it just gave me even more of a calling to come out. And I started doing a bit of research, and some close friends of ours, Morgan Scale and Bronwyn.
They've come twice.
They've been here twice. And
it's a perfect in when you trust your friends.
Absolutely.
You go.
Yeah.
And they came back, and we were hanging out back home in Pembrokeshire. And it just, I spoke to Morgs quite a bit, and he basically he was like, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Yeah, it was very profound for him because he suffered with anxiety, and for her as well. She got a lot out of the experience, and they were changed.
Yeah, perfect. Changed enough that you could also know that was more of the evidence that you were to be here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So they assisted in getting you here. What was your intention in coming? What do you know your intention was? Because yours was to say yes to Scott.
Yes, yeah. Well, I thought, well, if you're going to Costa Rica, I'm coming too. But obviously, I knew from our friends that they said to go with some intention, and I know that Rythmia have their own intentions as well. But I thought, I should think about what I want to get out of this too. So for me, it was just to expand my spiritual practice, because I did feel that there was something, not something lacking, but rather more. So that was the main one. And I thought, it'd be great if I could get some clarity about my career and where to move in my job, because I was feeling a bit stuck.
Beautiful. Okay, those are good intentions. What was yours?
Yeah, I wanted to. I work a really fast-paced job, and I travel around a lot. It's like I'm 100 miles an hour all the time, and I felt like I just kind of detached a little bit from my soul, and I needed to just reconnect with my higher self again. So that was like my main intention.
So did you fulfill that intention this week?
Yes.
Did you fulfill yours?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
So, okay, this is not a trick question, but did you fulfill them in a way that you thought you would? Did you pre-plan, I'm going to reconnect with my soul in this manner?
No, it was quite a journey along the way.
Yeah.
And, there were some really hard times this week.
Yeah. I didn't have any expectation of what it would look like as such. So I really didn't know what to expect. And I was nervous for the plant medicine as well. I actually came with not much expectation of how it would look and work, because I just didn't know.
And now looking back, could you even see like, whoa, this unfolded in such a different pathway than I ever would have even been able to envision, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's so important for us to remember, is that but your intention was fulfilled, but who
Mm.
knew how it was going to be fulfilled? You
Yeah.
never know.
Absolutely.
But the clarity you had, this is what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
And fulfilled. What were your miracles this week? Tell us about your miracles.
Well, first of all, on the first ceremony, I purged a lot. I had quite a difficult time. And I basically experienced the feeling of what it's like to lose everything that I've got in my life, which included Remy, included our home, like family. And it was basically a death and a rebirth I had.
The first night.
On the first night, yeah. And I felt like I was just, I'd never get back what I had in my life. And what it taught me was to be grateful for everything I have, every little aspect of my life, just have pure gratitude for. And that's exactly what came. And it took me a little bit to process that, because I was just like, oh, what was that? Like, why am I thinking those thoughts? But it was the medicine kind of teaching me to be grateful.
Yes.
And not to worry or, or kind of moan about the little things that you have in your life, and be grateful for them too.
Yeah.
Reverend Michael says highly evolved people are grateful for those things that other people don't notice,
Yeah.
or that appear as challenges. When we could see everything and be grateful for it, knowing we must change in the midst of whatever's coming to us.
Yeah.
So that, like, what a life lesson.
Yeah, it was
to
huge.
Be so grateful that you didn't actually lose everything, but to know going through it, to have that experience, to understand more.
Yeah. I think gratefulness is a miracle that everyone actually experiences at Rythmia, not just through the plant medicine, but through everything that's going on here. I think everybody has that takeaway, which is a miracle.
Oh,
itself,
I love that you
sure.
said that. Nobody said it that way, Remy. I love that.
Yeah,
That everyone here
definitely.
experiences gratitude that even comes here because of the way everything is created.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that was for sure. I think I got a couple of miracles, perhaps.
Do tell.
But having gratitude and love. Gratitude is a big one, because I was actually wanting to sort of cultivate a better sort of gratitude practice, but I just wasn't always feeling it. I'm like, I'm grateful for this and that, but wasn't feeling it enough, and now I feel it for sure. And my first and my last night were really hard with the plant medicine, but I think the gratitude and the love is definitely what was able to bring me through it. And of course, I'm sure
that's gorgeous.
reflected in all aspects of life.
Yes, that right there's a life lesson. That the gratitude and love could get us through anything.
Yeah.
So to put that into 1 week when it was really hard, to know it's the gratitude and the love that got me through. I love the way you just said that. And to live that forever, we could face anything and know, if I'm looking at it with the eyes of gratitude and love, I'm going to move through this.
Yeah, it sounds simple, maybe almost juvenile, but it's so simple and right. And also for me, being present, two of my nights were I was just very, very present, and I had a good time. So that was definitely, I've tried to practice being present over the years, but you slip in and out of being present, but it seems to just be coming to me now without even having to think about being present.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love
Pure
that.
presence.
Pure presence. Yes. How do you think your relationship will shift at all moving forward being here? I'm just curious. Will it?
I think we'll just continue experiencing gratitude and appreciating each other and what we've got, and I guess because we've both been through this experience, we're on a similar level, which helps.
Helps so much. Okay, what else did you love at Rythmia? Those are beautiful miracles, and I want to know more. What else did you love?
So, I mean, the breath work is incredible. So we started the week with an hour-long breathwork session each evening.
Yes.
Before we did our first ceremony, which were great. They really settled us into the environment, and it was a great way to just sort of ease in. And then obviously we do our 4 ceremonies, but we did a breathwork session last night after our 4 ceremonies, and that just was the cherry on top of the cake.
Yes.
It was incredible, and I got so much from that. And basically got a calling to implement this in my own community back home and facilitate
So
it.
everyone in Wales, watch out.
Yeah.
It's perfect. That's what we get to implement into the world. As
Yeah.
you grow, then everyone is impacted by your insights and your miracles. That's what's so one of the many things that is beautiful here is that everything that you are shifting in, it is just by natural order of the law that of course everyone in your life is going to be affected by how your friends imprinted it on you when you got here. So breath work, ceremony, our food.
Oh,
Lovely food.
yeah. It's the best we've eaten, I think, ever.
Yeah.
For a week, isn't it?
And I was nervous thinking, oh God, I'm not going to be able to enjoy the food because of this whole purging thing that's going to happen. But actually it doesn't work like that. The foods, I think everything is obviously tailored to be good for your body and prepare you for these ayahuasca ceremonies.
Yeah, big shout out to Meg.
Yeah,
Yes,
big shout out to
brilliant.
Meg.
So
Yeah.
good
And
in many ways.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And I felt everything was very anti-inflammatory for the body. So yeah, the food is amazing. And I'm glad that I was able to fuel my body because it does need it at times.
Yeah.
With the plant medicine, you need the strength. Yeah.
And how did you two still manage to get to class? You came to every single class.
Yeah.
I did sleep through your last one.
I know, but you were present.
Yeah.
You were in the room.
Yeah, I wanted to come.
Go like this. I'm like, where did she go? She just kind of collapsed.
I know. I wanted to be there because I wanted to listen, but it was I was so tired from.
It's still in your cells.
Yeah.
I acknowledge you that you made it to every class.
They go hand in hand, the ceremonies and the classes. And I feel like because we both had a really tough night on the first ceremony, we went to your class that morning and it made sense. It made sense why it was difficult. And you speak to everyone else in the room, some people had very difficult nights too. And you're like, oh, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
So that it really settled us.
It helped me so much. I loved those classes. That was actually probably one of my favorite parts. I feel like even if I hadn't taken the plant medicine, those classes would have done a world of good for sure. It helped me to it wasn't so much making sense of what just happened, but more how to go into the next thing.
Yes, beautiful. Of how to enter. So we're either assisting you on the way you're coming out of medicine into the next, but that's if we get to do that for each other.
Yeah.
There isn't a separation. I mean, right now in the world, there's so many places where we've been put in a situation to separate. So for you two to know, oh wait, that's just an example of where it's not separate. We're all connected, whether it's in one room or another, whether someone's on the other side of the room that you've never talked to, that we're still connected.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah, and there was one lady who wasn't able to take the plant medicine because there was a medical issue, and she was disappointed. But I think I said, oh, you have to go to the class, because she thought you could only go to the class, you take the medicine. I said, no, you have to go to the class.
Thank you.
Yeah, go tomorrow. And I'm sure that, she found it super helpful as well. She also said that she had a miracle.
She did, yeah.
Yeah, through the breathwork and the classes and everything.
Beautiful.
And a different journey.
A different journey. And it went a different path because it's for all different individuals, which we go through. So good. Okay, so you had your miracle. You loved every bit of it. You'll be back.
Yes.
Oh, and the massages.
Oh, yeah. What about the massages?
I mean, I could stay there for 5 hours. But yeah, that was great.
Massages are great. Every aspect of it is. And when are you coming back?
Well, it's a good question.
But you're coming back.
Yeah, I'd love to come back. Yeah, I feel like we've got unfinished business here, on many levels. And one of the girls who did this week with us as well, she explained it like that this feels like a home to her. And, everyone you do this week with, it sounds cliche, but everyone you do this week with is they're like family. And it's crazy how, over the week, you start off the week and everyone's got their social barriers that they put up to what we think protects us, but probably does a bit more damage.
Stripped down.
Give it a couple of days, all those barriers come down, everyone's so full of love and gratitude, and it's so beautiful.
I'm sure everyone thinks that their group is so amazing, but
each and every one of them, each and every one of them, there's a lot of names to remember, but we all connected with one another.
And that is so important because you're going through this really intense unknown land.
Yeah.
And then you suddenly really connect with individuals that you never even thought you'd speak to in life because they're somewhere else in the world.
Yeah.
That right there is a life lesson.
Really
I
is.
have to say as well, I was thinking it in our closing group earlier, it's been such a diverse group of people here, where they're from, age, jobs, and like half of us are only finding out now at the end what each other do for a living because it's just so not important during the process. Religion, spirituality, the most diverse group of people. And there's not many times in life, I don't think, that you're able to sort of connect with such a diverse group of people like that.
Said, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I thought that was great.
That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, I have another question.
Sure.
What practices are you going to implement when you get home that you caught here or that you expanded on here? Besides breathwork, which is so good.
I think for me, it's to have more discipline with my daily practice because I've always blamed it on my routine because, I go away for work.
For both of us,
yeah, we don't have a set routine
Mm-hmm.
because we both work kind of all over the place, really. But that's not really an excuse. You can actually, just get up half an hour earlier and do your routine, do your daily practice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just giving me discipline to do that because it's so important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I add to that? Because I'm going to
Please do.
say to you, you could take the practice anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not even by location. So you could get up earlier, or half the time when I'm flying back and forth from the States to Costa Rica, I'm on the plane meditating, journaling, doing my spiritual reading. Like we get to find windows of where do we get to practice here? Where we set our intention and be grateful and do our acknowledgements anywhere.
Yeah.
So you get to take it with you.
Absolutely.
It's just who you are.
Yeah.
I love that.
Definitely intention setting is something I'll do going forward in lots of areas.
Every day.
Yeah. Practice of gratitude and intentions for sure. But also I think just not letting, lack of routine or whatever get in the way. If I don't have time to sit on my own mat and meditate, why can't my meditation be when I do walk the dog?
Yes.
But I'll make it that the intention will be to meditate whilst walking the dog rather than rushing and thinking, oh God, I've got to do this and then I've got to meditate,
Yes, absolutely.
So
we incorporate it right into anything we're doing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love that. Your dog is going to be so happy.
Oh, we're going to be so happy.
He's a little Zen master anyway.
I just got this feeling that he's going to be like, ooh, she's so present with me right now. Because she's meditating while she's walking with me. Lovely. I'm thrilled. Okay, what else would you say to anyone who's on the fence thinking about coming to Rythmia? What would you two say to them?
Don't be scared. You, the staff, everyone here, you're so well looked after. You're sometimes you're feeling like you're going out of control, in ceremonies, but you are so well looked after in every single area of Rythmia, from housekeeping to the kitchen to the helpers in ceremonies to yourself. Everybody's kind of
everyone's there for you,
supporting you in every single way, and it's so comforting. And one of the other lads in our group basically said he's always been the carer, and he's never experienced the feeling of being cared for. And I resonated with that a little bit as well. Not that I've never been cared for, because I've been cared for massively. But I thought that was really sweet and a great way to put it. You do feel so cared for,
and that he allowed himself to be cared for here.
Yeah,
it's true. What would you say?
I would say if you're coming, to not have expectation of the plant medicine journey, because I think some people come in wanting to see visions or have this really mystical experience. Not everyone gets it. So, and you might not get it, but you might get
visuals.
The
visuals.
Might get it
another way.
Yeah, you might get it another way. Doesn't mean that it's not working or anything like that. But I think the medicine can work a lot more subtly through some people. You're not necessarily going to have a hand come down from the heavens and put a lightning bolt through you necessarily. It works more subtly, I think.
And that makes so much sense because we're all so uniquely different.
Mhm.
So of course
Exactly.
the medicine's going to work with each of
Yeah.
us in such a unique way.
But some people do have that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yet what's so beautiful is who's ever in the room, the medicine knows that as well, as the medicine's working through each and every individual to touch everyone
Yeah.
in a certain way. So you're right. Don't be scared. Everyone gets held here. I love how you say that you're cared for.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you both for sharing yourselves. I'm so glad I had you in class. I'm so glad you had your miracles.
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate how beautiful that they just said this, Scott and Remy just said that we hold you gently here, that you're held, you're cared for, and it's a time of major expansion. So come to Rythmia like these two beauties, and hopefully they'll come back and see us soon, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us for Facebook Live, and signing off from the Rythmia Life Advancement Center in Costa Rica. Ciao.
Thank you.